Alright, so what you're going to see today may not be much. The duration of the day may not be much. Just turn this on and I don't even have everything going yet. Reload that. Just had a very long-lasting outflow boundary hit me. So we'll see what forms along and behind that. Give you a radar shot real quick. You'll see that. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. You see that outflow boundary left side of the screen? Very defined. Alright, is that camera working? Yes. It's another one of those spots that wants to act up from time to time. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not going far. Give you some overview stuff here in a bit, but not right now. What you're seeing right back there is that convection with that outflow boundary. Over here is what you see that's already out ahead of that. See what happens when boundaries collide, because I'm in a southeasterly, southerly flow right now. I can tell because I'm heading southeast and I have a headwind. Back behind me, the wind is coming down from the northeast. We'll see. Getting just a few spatters of raindrops here because I'm right underneath that boundary. Well, I'm going to stop at the same store in the same little town that I stopped at yesterday from the get-go. Lyons, Texas. Again, that's not spelled like the animal. It's got a Y instead of an I. How about that? Decent down for where you're at. Where are you? Could it end up being one of those days too where I'm watching ignorant people out on boats in a lightning storm? That's possible. Let's see, I am going to park myself over here. I'm going to leave you with this while I go get me a drink. You can watch some of the clouds and you can maybe watch somebody get fuel. How about that? So yeah, tell me where you're at there. Who was that? Pigeon? Yeah, Jesus. I shall be back directly. So you want to know how that went? It didn't go well. Oh man, I gotta drop myself off. I was going to get in and out of the store really quick until I go in and there were like 5 people in line. When I came out, it was too late. I would have been soaking wet, so that was quite a deluge right there of rain. Big fat drops. I actually had to go back into the store because the wind was blowing the rain all the way up under the overhang of the store. So I went back in, my feet were soaking wet and everything, so I went in there and got towels and paper towels and whatnot. Dried myself off the best I could. All right, so what we got going on? I'll show you why I just had what I had. This is what just popped right there, boom. Right there, boom. That's why we have these big fat drops right now. Right with that outflow boundary. That outflow boundary. I've got this new development back up to my northwest. I think I'll just try to get south of all this right now. That's pretty quick. Still gonna get some of it. Comes another one, another downpour right here. Ooh, lightning to my left. All right, well, how's everybody doing? Out of it for the most part. Left it right back there. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of the rain, that's all. Squeak, squeak. Okay. Cup is just determined to make all kind of noise. The thunder. And this, I think it's going to try to drift south somewhat. Could be a lake issue again. I wonder if, well, it's Monday, so it's not the weekend, so it's not like there should be hardly anyone on this lake up here, but should I go check it out or not? I'm only 3 miles from it. That's what I just ran out of. I ran because I was scared. Believe that, I got another one for you. debating whether I should set another minimal goal. Oh, I bought fuel earlier at this actual store right here. I bought it at 326, just a matter of 5 hours ago. Now it is 347. Okay. Let's go see if there's any boats on the water. And we'll get a pretty good view back to the north, that which I just ran out of. And then a little something down to the south, which I don't think it's going to have much of a chance, but may pop up more down to my south with that boundary. Kind of nice to get out of the house. So where I'm heading is going to be the same place I was at yesterday when I was showing the thunderstorm. It's a very nice looking thunderstorm for July here in Texas. If any of you were here yesterday and saw that, but it was a decent looking storm, pretty good structure on it. But there were lightning bolts coming down left and right, and there were people out on boats on the lake. I actually posted a little video. I didn't catch the boats that well with the video. I didn't zoom in enough. Because if I zoomed in too far with the video I shot, then I would have had lost the storm structure. So I kind of settled for something in between. So anyway, I get up this morning and good old Storyful wants to know if they can use my video. You're not going to make money off of my video. No, you are not. So I answer with an explicit no. I don't know how many times those people have tried to do that with me, and I tell them no every time. There are some free things in this world, but that's not one of them. So this is just a boat check. Scanning the lake, I don't see a single boat. Oh, yes I do. I do see a boat. And looks like they're headed for cover because they are getting pounded with rain over there. They're about a mile away. Mile and a half. Maybe more. They've gone out of sight now. I can't see them. Okay. I see no boats. I see a couple of guys fishing down here that if it starts lightning too much, they need to... Whoops, wrong camera. Huh, no, that's the right camera. Yeah, they're fishing. They are fishing. Well, I don't see any boats other than that one I saw just a minute ago, so I don't get to talk about people being on boats on a lake today. Looks like. I can talk about people. I don't know if you could hear the thunder. I mean, there's lightning close enough that they could get hit. They're just out there at the water's edge. That also falls in the idiotic category, I'll be honest with you. Shouldn't be standing out there. Oh, just cast it out too, not gonna give up. He's going to keep fishing while the thunder bumps around us. So he's there and he's there. Where they should be is in the truck, right? Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Just watch both these guys for a couple of minutes. Okay. Okay, well, let me look at chat. Let's see. Kingsland, okay. Yeah. I do know where Kingsland, Texas is. I certainly do. I'm gonna go out to the big picture, and I want to load something here just to kind of show you guys what we're dealing with. Let me get that loaded. Let's see. Do it this way. One level. Okay, I'm gonna do it there. Let me get to my right button. Where'd the other guy go? I just looked up. Where'd he go? It's the only one I see. Did he go back to the truck while I wasn't looking? Anyway, let me do what I'm doing here. Okay. Let me find my significant. Let's see if we can pop in. Okay, here we go. Here we're real quick. Here we go. All right, see all those greens? All those green county outlines? That's where your flash flood watch is in effect. And that's going to continue for a couple of days, actually. Out in this area down here west of San Antonio, southwest and back out in here, well, actually back out in this whole region, west, northwest, I think that area there is, if I remember correctly, there is a, well, I know there is a level 3 or 4 flash flood or flooding risk. So a moderate risk. Excessive rainfall outlooks go on 4 scales. Okay, marginal, slight, moderate, high. Okay. They're in a moderate risk, and that's going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be the next day in particular, at least. I didn't even look as far as, today is Monday, right? I didn't look as far as Thursday. So that's where your flash flood watch stuff is right now. All right, so let's take that off. Let's go back in. Yep, here's where we are now. Fair amount of lightning on this cluster back up here that's moving down to the east-southeast. So we'll get back to that. So now back to the main picture. Oh, okay, I see both the guys now. But they still shouldn't be out there. So let's just meander. Oh, what was that? Let's do some meandering. What state am I in? Texas. Ah, a fly got in here. That's what was on my ankle. And we'll switch back to the rear shot and get a better view behind me here in a minute. There you go. Should I do a target today? Should I do a minimal target just to cover a few expenses? Probably should. And maybe I'll do that when I stop here. Next stop, maybe. I'll think about it. But that big downpour back there, that's what I drove out of about 10 minutes ago. That's what kept me in the store so long, because I wasn't about to get myself soaking wet just trying to get back in the truck. So, how are you doing, Rachel? Good to see you. Trying to keep tabs on lightning frequency and whatnot. As well, back to my northwest, there is a second boundary, a second outflow boundary, charging to the southeast behind this southward and southwesterly moving boundary. Here you go. Can you find them? Sure you can. They're easy. Here's my location, center screen. There's the boundary that's kicked up this stuff here. And then this one here, and then you look back up farther top, upper left of the screen, kinda. You got that other cluster up there northwest of Cameron, Texas. It's sending a nice outflow boundary out behind this. Tell you what, one thing on my agenda right today, and hopefully in the near term, is I need to kill this fly that keeps dropping on top of me. I don't know when that sucker got in here. I just changed counties. I'm in northern Washington County right now. This is Lake Somerville that I've been driving across the dam, same area I was in yesterday. Still doing a little checking for boats on the lake, and I only saw one earlier, but I think they were heading on in. I could tell they were under a rain shaft too. We'll go to the lookout point here and we'll see what we see over here. Okay, just looking over here. Is that you, Tori, up there in Temple? Because your thing shows up different now. I guess YouTube's doing something silly again. Tor C2Z, whatever. I guess that's you. What do we got? I'm thinking that shortly I'm going to go towards the stuff that's coming in from the northwest. Just looking back through the Temple area, I mean, you are under a flash flood. You are under a flash flood warning right now. There's your flash flood warning up in the Temple, Texas area. Basically, the whole warning is centered on Temple, Texas. So, yes. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now, if that one back to my immediate north, no, not immediate northwest, the one behind what you're seeing on camera right now, dives a little bit more south than east. Could be mean a big total at my place. Could mean a big total at my place. Just out of curiosity, what have I had? Have I had anything at my place? Let's just check. Let's just check. I've had 2/10 of an inch of rain at my home location. And but there's no bent, the larger area of precip, it didn't, I mean, no, it's totally missed there. What kind of messages I got? Let me catch up on messages here real quick. I got that. It looks like I'm having pizza for dinner tonight. Okay. To answer this one, okay, finally got all the messages done. Let's see if we can bring this back. We're back. We are back. We are so back. Yeah, Dakota, you got a pretty good. I was over there yesterday. Yeah, you got a pretty good whomping there yesterday. That sure is helping that 3.25 total, no doubt. Yeah, I was over there, Dakota. I was wondering why the sunflowers to your east, while on one side of what is it, 166? Is that the highway? I can't remember, but while on one side of the highway, all of the sunflowers were wilted and turned and looking straight down to the dirt. Whereas on the other side of the road, they were looking good. What? I don't get it. Do not get it. Well, I think I'm going to punch back through this stuff to my northwest right now and position for this other stuff that's going to be coming in from the northwest. Gosh, that's an hour away. That's 1 hour before it even gets to Highway 21. Oh yeah, that boundary intersection's got some interesting, yeah, see? See if I can show you guys here with this boundary intersection. Let me get the boundary intersection right about middle of the screen if I can. Let's see if we can do that. See if this works. So here's this boundary right here. Here's this other boundary. Hold on, let me stop this on last frame. All right. Here's the other boundary right here coming down right there. All right. There's one boundary. Here's the other boundary. Snaking its way around here actually. This is what I'm interested in going to check out, this right here. That right there. Watch this evolve. See, boom, right on along that boundary. Now you got the secondary boundary back there kicking up even more behind that. So if you're wondering, those are lightning icons. I sometimes when it's just these kind of systems, I turn on the lightning just so I can kind of see how much lightning there is, how potent the storm may be, and so on and so forth. Typically, I don't leave that stuff on. Well, Dakota, you're missing this one. It's just south of you. I'm sure you can see it really well. But it is not raining in Snook, Texas, unless it's very, very light. But you're right on the edge over there. Yeah. All right. Decision made. We're gonna head back northwest. We can be on idiot watch while we go along the lake here. Of course, I can't see the whole lake. This is a big body of water. So there's a lot of it I can't see. I'm only seeing about maybe 40% of it from where I am. Not have to be in any rush whatsoever. Here's the good news, I don't see any boats on the water. But it's a Monday also. It's not a weekend. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and set a little super chat goal for today. Small one. I'm not gonna do one, I'm gonna do 5. All options available. What time of day is it? 3:21. I get to punch through that up ahead here in a little bit. I'll set this for 3 hours long, but I'm not even going to be out here for 3 hours, I don't think, because I had that pizza coming home later this evening, and I'm going to be there for that. I'm going to take my pizza over a Thunderstorm without thinking twice. Alright, we're going to start the goal. If y'all want to throw in super chats to help me out a little bit today, I thank you in advance. Tori, did you switch accounts? I just have to see that. Funny. So let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, I see that. I can see all these things visually, just like I can see them on radar. What I can't see is the one to the northwest. I have to punch through all this. Well, this is ahead of me is to the northwest, okay? So what I'm saying is I got to punch through this stuff that's immediately to my northwest. Ruh-roh. Tablet just fell over. Cool. I have to punch through this to get myself up there for the next one. I would not And as is with typical coming through this little stretch right here, there's going to be interruptions. But up around Rockdale, Texas, or south of there in particular, I would not be surprised to see a flash flood warning issued. Trying to look at the speed. Stuff's moving a little faster than it was yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna go through another car wash here in just a bit. Watch out, puppy, don't walk in the road. The Corps of Engineers. Once I make this left turn up here, it won't take me long to get into the heart of this. We're going right through that, and we're going up to the next. Yep, if you want to do the super chat stuff, it's just to help me out with a little fuel expense today. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not going to be traveling a lot of miles today. I think my entire day might consist of maybe 60 or 70 miles total. It's going to be about it because I don't need to venture far from home. And I especially don't do it on days that there's not real severe potential. I won't venture very far. So I'll be in this here very shortly. Windshield wiper speed will have to definitely increase. So if you like to listen to rain, I'm going to have that for you. Just give me a few seconds. Alright, I'll be in the heavy stuff in about 20 seconds. See how close I can come to estimating that. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I missed it by just a little bit. Oh my gosh, I would have gotten there. I would have made it. I think I would have been on time, except I got these two cars in front of me are going 42 miles per hour. Now, I understand that's okay in conditions like this, but get in the right-hand lane, let the people that want to go just a little bit faster go ahead and go, right? Like this red car on my right, they came up past me on my right, but now they're hemmed in too. Miles per hour. Hey, quit splattering my windshield, I can't see. the hell? Why does this guy stop? I wanted to make sure nobody pulled out in front of that truck and hit me. Man. I don't know why he stopped. Stopped in the right-hand lane. No, we lost Starlink. Got into that heavy rain. Starlink is struggling. It's offline at the moment. Totally at the mercy of my one single AT&T connection I have going right now. That's all I'm doing today. I'm just using AT&T one time, and I'm using the Starlink. Starlink's offline, AT&T is holding up. But I guarantee you that farther down the road here, farther down this highway, AT&T is probably not going to be able to keep the stream going because its service is poor once I get down the road a bit. So if there's interruptions, that's the reason. And I'm not going to double up the AT&T connections because I'll still be at the mercy of signal. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Once I get out of this, maybe we get on the other side and I can get farther up, maybe I can get some pretty looking clouds. How's that sound? Look at the ditches. Tell me it hadn't come down in pretty good rain. This person up in front of me that's got their hazards flashing, I don't have a major problem with that during the day. But boy, if they were on at night, I would be all over them. I'm gonna tell you. Some of y'all know that, right? I know what this means. Let's see, today is Monday. I figure by about next week, Monday, if not sooner, I'm gonna have to fire up the old zero turn and I'm gonna have to start mowing. I just shredded everything else with my tractor about 4 days ago, knowing this was gonna come, and so I knocked everything else down everywhere else, and well, not all of it, but most of it. And then mowed my yard. And when I say I mow my yard, I'm mowing my yard. My yard is basically designated to be about 2.5 acres. That's my yard. Everything else I just try to do it with the shredder. Yeah, they must have heard me. No, they just got out of the heavy rain and finally realized, well, I don't need these on anymore. But I'll tell you, if it's light enough, those flashers don't really bother me. But you get under a really, really dark conditions, even if it's not night. And if night's a whole different story. Don't turn them on unless you're pulled off the road and stopped. But God, they're so blinding. And even in some of these, really heavy thunderstorms where, it's almost dark. They can be a pain to try to look through. All right, I got to figure out where am I going to go. Where am I going to go? Where do I want to go? Where am I going to go? Where do I want to go? I think I want to continue on this highway. Yeah, I want to continue on this highway all the way up to Highway 21 in Deanville, Texas. That will be my next town, Deanville, Texas. Just changed air masses, windows fogged up. I'm going to get clipped by a little bit more here, it looks like. A little bit of heavy rain ahead of me here on the radar, so we'll see. I'm going to catch the northeast side of it just a bit. Okay, here's the game. Oh, fog up again. So here's the game for today. Unless this car turns off. If we hit this next batch of rain, which I don't think will be quite as intense, let's see if they put their flashers back on. Really make better time if this line of traffic would pick it up a little bit. We're going 50 miles per hour, speeding up through here 65. The roads are fine. They're practically dry. We could go. We don't need to be going this slow. But here's another thing too. He who has no bumper on the back of their car, I only have so much trust in your driving abilities. Okay. I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm the 7th car in this line. And there's somebody behind me too. Yeah, what'd I say? Told you I was fixing to get into a little bit more. Well, this one is going to turn off. That one is going to turn off. I'm hoping they all turn off. I'm not going to get that lucky. 3 of them are, at least. 4 of them are turning off. 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Wow, they're going to be all out of my way, and the person behind me is going to turn off too. Okay. We're golden. Magically, no cars in front of me again. So I'm on Highway 60 right now, heading northwest. I'm heading to Deanville, Texas. Be there in about 12 minutes or so. No big rush. A lot of convection moving in from the northwest once I get through this. I think that is sending out another boundary as well. Careful road bonding again. I think I'm hugging the center stripe a little bit. Yes, I am, because I'm trying to stay out of the road ponding, the normal lanes that people drive in all the time. Anybody wants to help out with Super Chats today, I only set a small target of 5. If you can and are willing, please proceed. And into the heavier. I'm going to be out of it here pretty quick though. Ooh, somebody coming from the right. I think I will let them go. In my luck, they're turning left. Yeah, they're turning left. I took some of the road away from them. No, they're not. Okay, good. Let's get out of the rain and take a look at what's coming. Actually, I think I want to maybe be west of Deanville a little bit. Darn. See, there is a highway that runs west out of Deanville. I know where it ties back into County Road, whatever number of the county road that is. Okay, that sounds like a plan. that highway actually ends, it turns into a county road, and then it will intersect with 132. 132, I think, is the number. Either way, I know the road, and that road would, if I went back east again, it would tie me right back into where I just made that sharp left turn on this, or sharp right turn on this highway. If I don't want to do that, I can turn right where that county road ties into 132 or whatever it is, and I can go southwest. There. It's one of the stronger looking ones, actually. The interesting thing is, it's not putting down much lightning. Have a view here shortly. Pardon the incident spot in the lower left part of the frame there. For those who don't know, that is from an impact of a big bolt or something on the highway back in March, I think it was. Somebody lost something off their truck, and wham, it got me. And I'm gonna tell you what, it was much uglier than what you see right now. That's after my windshield chip guy got a hold of it. But that was the best he could do. Okay, let's do, yeah, 111. Let's do 111. Let's do 111. Turn on my mapping just to make sure I know what the devil I'm doing out here. Enter my code, and we turn that on, and all right, so as soon as this thing decides it's going to go ahead and connect to Starlink, we'll be ready to go. Some of these other road possibilities as well. Pretty good view from over here. If I had somewhere to stop, just stop over here for a bit. It goes to someone's house. I don't want to do that. No, it's over there. It's over there. Okay, come on now. Why did I not connect to the Starlink with this? Yeah, it's connected to the Starlink. It is connected. Okay. All right, so, no, not photos. Maps. Maybe I just need to reopen that. Yeah, that's all I had to do. I'm trying to get somewhere where we can see, that's all. Perhaps atop this field if there's an option. Got a county road coming up here too. Oh, give me a turnout here somewhere where I can do this. I'll just turn onto this county road. Let's see, 130 to the right, gonna go northwest. Thanks, Dakota. Appreciate you, bud. Continues northwest. Actually goes all the way to Highway 21. Okay, that would put me right there close. Let's check it out. We're doing the back road thing now, folks. We get to deal with a bridge, or a railroad overpass, let's put it that way. Let's approach slowly. Anyway, I don't even know if that showed. Darn, if it didn't, darn. Okay, this comes out just to the east where 696 would be. I recognize an old tower that's been there for my entire lifetime over there. I recognize exactly where I am. sir. I see the rain not far away. Okay, question is, what do I want to do from here? Do I want to go and beat it that way? I'm not sure what I want to do here. Southerly flow coming in. I'm thinking right now, I'm looking. There's more coming behind this one. This one's just about to dump on me though. Just about to dump on me. No one behind me, I don't think, no. Yeah, I think I'll just do a 180 here. Let's just go back the other way. I don't have to move very fast. This is not moving very fast. Faster than yesterday, but nevertheless, I'm doing all right. Excuse me. Yeah, something about that little zone right through there in that really low area. Starlink was even struggling through there for some reason. I know there was a couple of trees overhanging, but soon we get this stable again. Starlink didn't want to work through that zone very well, and AT&T was just barely there. So that's really a low-lying area with trees. Starlink may also have been impacted by the fact that the rain is back to my north and northwest. Possibly impacting that signal as well. Okay, there's that other one right to my south that I'm gonna have to drive through. There's really no sense in me going over there. I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna go back this way. just going to go back to Deanville, Texas and let this run over me. Can I beat it into town? Probably not. Off the kind of connectivity problems out through this area today. riding in the rain here in Beanville, Texas. Welcome in from Germany. These are not even really big lightning producers either. They're definitely lightning, but there's not a lot of intensity here. Let's see, I think this day is going to end earlier. Let's see what we got. Kind of hoping I would have got a decent structure out of one of these today like I did yesterday, but today is a different animal with a whole bunch more boundaries, more numerous thunderstorms around. Even what's behind this does not look very good anymore. So, not that any of this looked real good, but here's an interesting little thing. There's activity way back down to my southwest that's moving northeast. It's fixing to hit all these boundaries. It's got an eastward moving boundary and a southward moving boundary about to hit it. Here's a case in point. See those boundaries coming? And that storm moving back to the northeast? That's pretty far down there. I'm not... when you lose Starlink in the heavy rain, and you're you lose Starlink in the heavy rain and your land-based data services are really poor, you're going to have interruptions in the stream. Land-based data available right now. Starlink is it, and it's not a real good connection with the rain back there behind me, so my apologies for all the dropouts, but that's going to happen. It's just going to happen. You got to learn to live with it. I might could make it better if I had the other two connections going, but for what I'm doing, I don't need everything turned on. I'll just live with whatever it does, it does. Shelf right there. Let's face it, I am in a kind of a remote area. Let's see. I'm going to say the stream time is going to come to a close here in a bit. I'm going to just estimate 30 minutes. Obviously not going to get that goal today. That's okay. think there's just too many of these thunderstorms around today. Pretty much expected, and there's so many boundaries floating around out here, just cutting some things down, trying to develop some new things. Some things don't develop with these frontal outflow boundaries because that atmosphere has already been totally wiped out. There's nothing to work with. And there's a lot more cloud cover today too, so we're not getting the daytime heating that would be helpful fuel to these things. So there you are. But we are definitely loaded in with tropical moisture, no doubt. Check out these guys. Quit flashing. Check out these guys. Oh, I got a better shot up here. Y'all don't want to have anything to do with me, do you? No. Got one right there. Where is he? Got one right there. Yeah, there we go. I'm looking at you and you are looking at me. Someone is coming up behind. Anyone? Too tight? Somebody behind me. That sucks. Moose? If the plural, is it meese? I'll give you a better view there, but I got somebody behind me. only reason I turned here is because I wanted to get that car behind me out of the way. I'll go back and show you the moose. About half a mile down this road just to get a place to turn around. Wow. Let's go back on the moose hunt. And I think soon after that, I'm going to call it a day, I think. I should have pizza coming in about an hour and a half. I was actually joking because here, I know that moose is plural when it's multiples, but it's just funny when you think about how goose, all right, Goose, but when there's multiples, it's geese. Geese, no, geese. Darn, somebody else is coming down the road. I'm not gonna be able to do it again. Yeah, when you get more, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm killing myself here. Yeah, goose becomes geese, but moose does not become meese. Even in English, no. Moose is still plural. I know. I'm an educated guy. I know. Oh gosh. Yeah, I was going to spell geese and I was going to say geese and I said geese. Isn't that crazy? I'm still going to do the moose hunt. I'm going to pull off and let this car go by me. That way I'm not pressed. Yeah, what's another one? How do you spell good and food? All right. It's not good and it's not food, right? It's food and good. There's a whole bunch of those out there. Really, really weird. All right, oh yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they are still here. Oh, there's a good one over there. You get on him, hoping it doesn't run away. There he is. Get the post out of your face there, buddy. It is hard to do this when you're zoomed that much. How about that guy? He looks like he doesn't have a care in the world. He's thinking about something. He won't even move. Ah, he moved his head to the sound of the horn. There we go. How you doing there, big guy? All the females are walking away from him. There's more. Oh, we're going to get into a nasty windshield situation here. There we go. See there's more. There's quite a few more out there. But we just were looking at this guy. You're just looking right at me. You're trying to figure out what are you doing? Why are you stopped and why are you looking at me? Luckily no cars are coming. Move up a bit and see if he moves. I'll try to keep the camera on him. It's going to be hard to do getting too far up here. Rain droplet. Too much stuff on the windshield. Zoom out a little. Oh, that's that spot on the window. Yeah. Looking right into it. All right, buddy. I'm done. I'm going to move on. Grass hung in his antlers. Yeah, this day's about done. I'm gonna get back in the rain here, of course, but this stuff is starting to really fall apart, starting to dissipate. Even stuff from our northwest is drying up. I'll show you. Case in point, here you go, real quick. See everything back to the northwest? It's just kind of, and I'm not going down to the south because it's 40 miles away. So we're just going to finish up with these guys. Get him from the rear side, huh? Looking at me? There's another one. Another animal just wondering, what are you doing? Why are you stopped? I'm eating right now. Sit there and watch me chew. Stop chewing. Okay, I'm done with you. Yeah, running off. There's more up here. Turns to the partner there and says, "What's that guy doing?" Okay, and everybody else saying, let's go, he's a danger to us. I'm not a danger to you. I'm not a danger. I am going home. So let me go ahead and get ready to stop streaming for today. This has turned into a bunch of really nothing today. Tomorrow, probably the same scenario. I need to look and see if that next disturbance is coming down. If it's later tomorrow. See if it's got any more bite to it. I made it to 1 of the 5 for the Super Chat target today. Probably should have never set it up in the first place, not for this kind of stuff, but anyway, I did it. Alright, we're done. Thanks for dropping by, and maybe I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Good a time as any to shut it down. One last look at why I'm shutting it down is because I am up here. See my marker up there? Anything heavy is pretty much down to my south, and I'm not going to drive 30 miles for heavy rain. It's not even doing that much lightning. Not even putting down that much lightning. So there you go. All right. Thanks again for joining. I'll see you possibly tomorrow. I schedule them, check back, all that good stuff. Have a good day. Rest of your week as well. See you next trip.